Hello everyone, my name is Shainai and today my group and I are going to present a presentation on inflation and unemployment. And my part is to explain the inflation. So, inflation is the sustained increase in the general prices level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time, even when the purchasing power is decreasing. And the best example for inflation we can take is United States. As in United States in 1970s, the United States experienced high inflation with the annual inflation rate reaching double digits. This period was known as stagflation, was characterized by high unemployment and rising prices, particularly in energy costs due to the oil crisis. The two main causes of inflation are demand pull inflation and cost pull inflation, where demand pull inflation occurs when aggregate demand exceeds aggregate supply, whereas the cost push inflation, which results from increase in production cost such as wages or raw material.
Hi, I'm Abita. I'm going to explain about the relationship between inflation and unemployment. When unemployment is low, inflation tends to rise, and when unemployment is high, inflation falls. So the logic behind this relationship is that the economy eats up and demand for goods and services increases and price tend to rise. This can lead firms to hire more workers to meet the higher demand, reducing unemployment. Conversely, when demand is low, inflation tends to be low, and so does the demand for labor, leading to the higher employment. According to Phillips' curve, it states that inflation and unemployment can never be constant. However, the Phillips curve is a simplified model and doesn't always hold true in reality. For example, in 1970s, many countries experienced both high inflation and high unemployment, a phenomenon known as stagflation, which challenged the traditional Phillips curve relationship. Supply shocks and expectations are one of the examples in it. People's expectations about future inflation can influence their behavior today. If they expect price to rise, they may demand higher wages, leading to cost push inflations. Conversely, if they expect prices to fall, they may hold off on spending, reducing demand and potentially increasing unemployment. Whereas sudden changes in the availability or cost of key inputs such as oil or raw material can lead to cost push inflations. This can occur without a corresponding change in demand, potentially leading to higher unemployment.
Hi, my name is Ashwit Singh. Today I will explain Canadian inflation through the graph. So this graph shows the Canadian annual inflation from the year 1991 to 2021. As this graph depicts the inflation increase from the last 20 years. It has been increased from 0 to 4%, and it is increasing over the period of time. So the inflation has been increased due to a variety of reasons, such as increase in consumer demand, rising wages, as well as changes in some of the political policies. Over the period of time, Canadian government has taken various steps to control inflation so that the life of the people can be moved smoother. So they have increased the interest rates, they have increased taxes, plus they have recovered supply chain disruptions. So this graph will compare the inflation rate of Canada as well as USA. So we can see the Canadian government has inflation rate has done better than the US inflation rate, and it has improved over the period of time.
Hi, my name is Prerak Mehta and I will talk about what is unemployment. So let's begin. When someone is capable of working and actively looking for work but is unable to obtain employment, it is referred to as unemployment. It is an important metric for assessing the state of economics since it influences social and economic circumstances more broadly and reflects the labor market situation. From an economic perspective, unemployment is commonly represented as a percentage or unemployment rate, which is derived from the division of total number of jobless person by the total labor force. So let's talk about the types of unemployment. So basically there are three types of unemployment. First is frictional unemployment, second is structural unemployment, and third is cyclical unemployment. So let's talk about the frictional unemployment. Temporary unemployment brought on by changing careers or jobs is known as frictional unemployment. It happens to people who are changing jobs, looking for new chances, or making their first career move in a robust job market. Frictional unemployment is a nominal occurrence that is frequently impacted by location, skills, and information accessibility. Let's talk about the structured unemployment. So, a mismatch between the skills held by a job searchers and the abilities required by open positions result in structured unemployment. This mismatch is frequently brought on by changes in consumer preferences, industry developments, or technology advancement. Retraining or relocations are usually necessary to remedy it. So let's talk about the third and the last one, cyclical unemployment. Business cycle swings give birth to cyclical unemployment as a result of decreased demand for the goods and the service brought on the downturns in the economic, which results in the layoffs and the job losses. It tends to rise during the recession and falls during the times of economic expansion and is strongly correlated with the state of economic generally.
My name is Praneeth and I'll be discussing the causes of unemployment. So here are the 4 causes of unemployment. The first one is technological advancements. So whenever there is some technological advancement, it results in more of unemployment because the employers, they tend to employ less labor and they focus more on capital intensive technology than human intensive technology. The second one is financial crisis. So during the recession periods, the employers, they demand less labor because their businesses, they are likely to fall down and they are not likely to make profits. So they demand less labor, which results in more people being jobless. The third one is vocational skills. So the world is advancing and so are the demands of the employers. People, they want their employees to be more educated and be more skill based than be just focusing on generic courses. So vocational skills are really very important and people lack in them, so which results in less people being employed. So the last one is employment insurance and minimal wage rate. Major increases in wanting employment insurance has caused higher rates of unemployment. Also, lack of on-the-job trainings makes it really difficult for the new entrants to enter into the job market, particularly when they are young.